Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to mid-month of December. Man, have I had a lot of things come to mind when trying to meditate on your energy. So many different things. And right now I have a headache out of nowhere. On my right, it feels like brain freeze in my right temple. That's really weird. God. Ow. That literally came out of nowhere right as I was turning the camera on. Okay. Anyway, ow. Oh, interesting. I just noticed that there's like that light beam from the light behind me, and it's on my right side. That's really interesting because some of what I was getting for you guys. So first of all, the reason I decided to do mid-month readings, you can thank Sagittarius for. Because yesterday, which was 12/12, I was recording a voice memo, kind of trying to sort my thoughts. I don't know why I was doing that. I just felt compelled to do that. Instead of trying to write them out, I felt compelled to speak them out and sort them that way. And I never do that. I mean, I've done it like maybe twice, and there was always, during long road trips from, one state to another state, which is also interesting. And even when I did those, I didn't listen to them right away, or I would actually forget about them, unfortunately. But this time I listened right away. And the knowledge I gained from myself about myself was insane. Not only from myself about myself, but about the growth process that I've been going through pretty much for the last 10 years. More so in the last, it really picked up around 5 years ago, and then it picked up way faster, even more, like 2 years ago. But while I was doing that, I kept hearing things that felt like they were from messages from my grandfather, a family member of mine who was a Sagittarius. And then some of the songs I kept hearing in my head, and they were like repetitive loops of like, my neck. Repetitive loops of like the same lyric. They were coming through, and they were by, both of them were by Sagittarius people. Two of my favorite female singers. Totally different sounds. Still both totally amazing sounding. And so I was like, interesting. And I trusted the downloads I was receiving and felt like I needed to do, especially since it's Sagittarius season still, I felt like I had to do a mid-month reading for them to see where the energies have gone, or where they are now. It's really interesting too. I turned on the camera and now I'm like really zoned out. I keep zoning out. That's really weird. It's like I'm losing my thoughts. Maybe some of you are dealing with that. So when I did their video, it's very interesting what came through. Jackson, hey, guys, paying attention? I'm just kidding. But anyway, it was really interesting with Jackson. It was really interesting what came through. And I think you guys, Scorpio energy came through quite a bit in their reading. But I felt compelled to do Gemini after them, and I did that today. before doing this reading. I have a feeling that some of you have somebody in your life or had somebody in your life that could be a Sagittarius or a Gemini person that has affected in some way your security. What was that? I just saw a card that was upright. That has affected your security in some way. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That is weird. Look at this. This was upright in the deck and I did not plan that. Surrender. Wow. Surrender, and then forgiveness and patience. That's really something. Why is that something? Because some of the things I was hearing, well, first of all, I was hearing 2 songs for you guys by one of my favorite bands. And actually, it's kind of funny, the name of them, because it's kind of has to do with where I'm going, I guess, with this video a little bit. But the Temper Trap is, well, actually I heard 3 songs. So one of the bands is the Temper Trap. The other band is Band of Horses. The 2 songs from the Temper Trap, if you don't know either band, at least if you feel compelled to, especially after this reading, listen to the songs. I'm going to post links for them in the comments. Okay. So the Temper Trap, the 2 songs. First one was The Science of Fear. And the second one was What If I'm Wrong? So The Science of Fear, the lyric that I kept hearing for you guys was, my baby's stuck on a roll that leads to nowhere. And then also The Science of Fear. What was it? There's a science to fear that keeps us right here, something like that. And the one from Band of Horses, what I kept hearing different parts of the song. So I heard Test of the Spirit versus the Health of the Mind. And then I heard the Heart of a Man, the Secrets He Buries Within. And that applies whether you're male or female, by the way. And Head Above the Water, then Pushed Under Again. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. So that's really interesting. Also, because of the fact that I got so many downloads for Sagittarius while not even planning to, and I did it through a voice memo, I did the same thing for you guys, except I had the intention, obviously, of picking up energy or thoughts for you guys. And so the way I did it is I literally just put my voice memo recorder on and I said, Scorpio, and I started naming off random ass things. Like literally random words, random songs, random things. And after I listened to it, it kind of made sense, surprisingly. But one of the things I heard too, and it makes sense, especially applying to the Science of Fear song that I said I heard, where I said my baby's stuck on a roll that leads to nowhere. I heard merry-go-round, and then I said actually, and instead of saying the merry-go-round makes me sick, I said merry-go-round makes me throw up, which was really interesting and weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to really trust my intuition and just go with it. So I am telling you guys that, whatever that may mean to you, what I feel like it means is that there's some of you, whoever I am connecting to. So if you're new, by the way, this isn't going to resonate for everybody, obviously, but it will for some people that I am connecting to. Okay. And if you're new, the purpose of my readings here, these general readings, is to assist people, the people that I connect to, in integrating and aligning mind, body, and soul. Okay. I do have love readings out that I'm doing now. They're shorter. They're a lot shorter. They're little mini love readings. And you can check those out if that's what you're looking for. Otherwise, this is very important, okay, for everybody to consider trying to mend mind, body, and soul. But so what I was thinking about the merry-go-round thing was just that staying stuck and repeating the same routine over and over and over again for some of you out there may be making you sick in some way. And it doesn't even necessarily mean like a normal routine, a day-to-day routine. It could mean that there's a cycle. Yeah, that's what I just got, actually. Yeah, a cycle that's being repeated and repeated and repeated, and it's causing illness for either you or a family member or somebody in your life. And it doesn't, might not even be actual physical illness. Anyway, let's go. Let's get into this. Okay, so what I was just shuffling for was your Archangel card, the Archangel or the energy that will be surrounding you for the rest of this month of December. You got Surrender. So Zafkiel, the Sacred Lover. Surrender. The angels want you to know that you are holding too tightly to a part of your life and that you need to relinquish that hold. Trust that healing will swiftly come, for it always does. Trust that, for it always does. Resistance only, that's funny as hell, sorry. Oh, look at how the light beam that is on the right side of my shoulder is over this card. That's pretty cool. Resistance only intensifies the aspect of life that we are holding on to, whether this be a relationship, our career, or our health. Wow. Zafkiel wants you to surrender to heaven and let the angels carry you. This lover angel wants you to learn how you may release all notion of control, substituting such action with a yielding to the management of life. It is an illusion that any part of life may be controlled by predetermining the outcome. Let go and let God in. Remember, everything that you surrender will be replaced by something better, thus allowing miracles to fully happen. Chant Ha, H-A-W, to allow your groundedness to be vibrationally opened. I'm pretty sure I recall, too, that your card not last month, what am I saying? The beginning of this month was that of miracles, right? I feel like it was. Look at that. Look at the light. Look at the light. Look at the light. Wow. Daylight. Sunrise and sunset. I don't know. That's another thing I keep hearing. Okay. That's beautiful. And I feel like we're going to get somewhere today. And it's going to follow, it seems, a little bit of the place that we got to last time. So that's cool. Thank you guys so much for all the kind comments, by the way. I need to still respond, and I'm going to, probably before I even post this video. But I just want you to know that it really, really touches my heart and really fills my heart, honestly, to know that I'm able to help anybody at all, even one person. But to know that there were multiple of you that I was able to connect to, recognize your inner truth, is such a beautiful and amazing thing. And it means that our vibrations are aligned in some way. We're kind of aligned in some way, okay? That's the web of the universe. It's pretty freaking cool. And it just proves that, we're so much bigger than we think that we are in this existence or in this physical form that we're in. Anyway, okay, so again, for those of you that are new, what I do before I get into the depth of the reading with the tarot is I shuffle 3 different oracle decks for mind, body, and soul to give us an overview message regarding what's going on with you mentally, physically, and on a spiritual level. Then I clarify using tarot, 3 different tarot decks, and I also pull 4th Love Oracle. And that's just something to keep in mind. I don't clarify that because, again, this reading, the purpose for these readings is for you and you alone, as in integration of you, mind, body, and soul, the Trinity, That's another thing, by the way. While I was recording your voice memo, I look up and 333 is there. So, and I screenshotted it, by the way. But yeah, no, 333. So that's a big deal. Look up that number. Also, 333 adds to 9, which is what we are in right now. We're in Sagittarius season, which is the 9th house. Okay, so for your mind card, you got vulnerability. It says, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. Exactly. Don't let fear get in the way, guys. Please don't let fear get in the way. I had to learn the hard way many, many times, and I'm still here learning. Honestly, fear, and for me at least, and not, oh my God, I literally am not kidding you. I just look at the time now and it's 4:44. So that's really freaking weird. Fear literally, at least for me, because I was holding back so much, I was holding so much in, holding my light in, as I feel some of you are, fear made me sick. So I actually did get a physical illness that I'm still battling 2 years later. So, yeah, just saying. Vulnerability is not a bad thing, okay? We're all vulnerable in these bodies. And it actually takes great strength to be vulnerable, because it's a knowing that you are a spirit, a divine being in this body, and that this body is the vulnerable part of you, but not your spirit. Anyway, underlying is daily practice. The more you practice your new skills, the more comfortable and confident you become. So yeah, whatever it is, actually, oh, look. Hold on. I hope it shows. Here we go. 444. Okay. I just had to show you that. It was actually 443 on the clock that I was looking at ahead of me, which is wrong, I guess, by a minute. But then I look at my phone and it's 444. So there's a message there, guys. All right. Yeah. Okay. So if you're practicing letting yourself be more vulnerable, that's another thing I heard, by the way. Humpty Dumpty. I'm sorry if I'm just going to randomly spout things out, but they're going to come to me as we go. The things that I heard before. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. Or all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And obviously, to me, what that represents is like having a wall up, building up a wall, and having a shell as well, being in a shell. So not expressing yourself because you feel vulnerable, but you still are vulnerable because you're living in a shell that is so easy to crack, actually. And you fall, when you fall, you crack and you don't ever come back together to mend, which is what the purpose of these readings are, again. So, is to help mend. So you may be practicing doing that. You may be practicing expressing yourself more honestly, and not feeling like you have to be defensive in any way. Because, trust me, the world is not out to get you. If you believe that, you will see that. But if you start to practice believing in otherwise, Jackson, you'll start to see that too. Jackson! Progress. Okay, so now let's see what a message is in regards to your physical body. Scorpio, 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 the scorpion, and the eagle, and the phoenix. All three. Gosh darn it. Sorry. Terrible shuffler here with these cards. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Whoa. Scorpio. And oh yeah, did I say already that you showed up a ton in Gemini's reading? I think I did. Well, your energy was like there a lot in Gemini's reading. So again, you may want to, if you've got Gemini in your chart, perhaps, like if you have a moon sign or rising sign in Gemini, definitely check that video out because it definitely will have some kind of message for you. Also, if you are dealing with a Gemini in any way, there may be a powerful message for you as well. Okay, this one. Wow, kindness. Kindness to yourself and to others. Vulnerability and kindness. Okay, interesting. And underlying is control. And look at that, they both equal the same number, 10, which 10 is the number of completions. That's kind of crazy. Wow, I felt like pulling the top card from here. I think I did that for Sagittarius too. I don't know why, I just felt like pulling that. And look at this. First of all, it's number 30, which breaks down to 3. And the card is of awareness. And look at the imagery. You have an inner awareness. Oh my god, and I just realized that there's a shell around this baby. like the Humpty Dumpty thing I was just saying. That's interesting as heck. Wow, okay. There's an inner awareness, guys, and if you have too many things around you, like a wall built up around you too much, you may even be blocked from your own inner awareness. So this is like a similar message from last month, or from the beginning of this month. Right, it is actually. The beginning of this month was all about listening to your dreams and that you've got somebody guiding you. Oh. Yeah, so let's see what the message for Spirit or from Spirit is for you. Scorpio. Whoa. What? Wow. Orphan. And underlying is phobias. Okay. This could mean a lot of things. This could mean that your soul feels orphaned by you because it's been a very long time since you've been in touch with it. Through the heart, through the vulnerable feelings, through kindness to yourself more than anything. Or, of course, it could be that you felt orphaned, and so you put a block or a wall up, which has also caused you to be fearful of expressing your truth. which is where the song, The Science of Fear, probably was coming into my mind, and What If I'm Wrong was coming into my mind. Okay. Now, really quick, before we get real into it, I'm gonna pull your love oracle. Scorpio. Wow, spiritual growth. What? Okay. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. You got 3, okay? And I feel like they all apply. So whatever, you know what? I'm not making any strict rules with these readings anymore. I'm not trying to control so much, especially because we have, remember what we got here? Surrender. Well, you got the same message from the Love Oracle. And you got friendship and healing. So, again, the world is not out to get you. You do not need to walk through the world completely alone. We're all here to assist each other. I'm here for you. Oh my God, are you serious? So some of you really need to watch the Gemini reading, because in the position of their spirit card, they got wisdom with a unicorn on it. And underlying this, first of all, they represent friendship and, the pairs or the duality. And underlying, you got enchantment. Oh my God, did you get this last, or the beginning of this month, I think you might have. Enchantment with the unicorn. So I'm kind of getting to, the reason why Gemini is coming up so much right now is that some of you need to be better with communicating. Again, without, look at the card that we have here, your very own card, without feeling like you need to be a certain way when you're communicating with people. So instead of reacting, or instead of allowing people to make you react, you respond. I said that to Gemini as well. Because when you are reactive, first of all, like if somebody's able to trigger you very easily, first of all, you're not in control of your own life. Because anybody that's a manipulative person that's going to try and control you is going to, see those triggers early on, and they're going to try and find out the others. And anytime they want to control you, they're going to tug on those strings, okay? And they know that you're going to react because you go unconscious. And I say this from experience. It's still a struggle sometimes, guys, Anger is a real thing, but underneath anger, is always pain or hurt, sadness, basically. Okay? So these two are just flipped in the deck. So I'm going to take them. And it's really interesting because they're both reversed aces. Ace of Pentacles, which is a lack of foresight, so not able to see your own future. You can't envision a future with this, as well as it's also a lost opportunity. So perhaps because of the wall that we're discussing, there could be some type of opportunity that you've missed out on in your life, that doesn't mean that it won't come back around. If it's meant for you, it will. And it may be a different type, but it might still be what your heart really desires. Again, you listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So perhaps, too, your communication needs to improve between you and you. And remember, the card Gemini got, the friendship sign, was wisdom. Okay. Then you have the Ace of Swords reversed, which is confusion, kind of chaotic energy, as well as a brutal mind. So it's like you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Instead, maybe you are brutal with yourself or with others as far as the way that you talk to them. And so I'm prompted right now as well with your reading, and I did it with Geminis as well, I think, to instead clarify it with 4 cards, okay? Since 4, oh, wow, that was quick. It's too many. But since 4 is the house of the foundations in astrology, 2 more, please. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. One more, please, for Scorpio and the rest of December. Wow. Oh, cool. Crazy. Hey, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. So I don't know why that came to my mind. Maybe that's why it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Don't mind me. I'm really goofy, so sorry about it. So, okay. So you got those 2 cards, right? The 2 aces reversed. And following that, you got 2 major arcana. First of all, you got the sun here. Excuse me here. I'm uploading other videos as I do your videos, so don't mind me. But the sun is obviously one of the most positive cards that you could get here. The sun is illumination. The sun is enlightenment. The sun is, getting your vitality back, being assured, rest assured, being assured that everything is going to be okay. And I feel like this says to me, the vulnerable part of yourself. This reminds me too of the heart, because the sun card represents Leo, which is the heart, which rules the heart. And the heart is where we find our wisdom and inspiration, which is why this is the vulnerability card. Then what we got in regards to this friendship, I'm totally seeing more as now you connecting with you, because the final card here is the Temperance card. Daughter of the reconcilers, the reconciling of your mind, body, spirit, reconciling of heart and soul. It's balancing, it's coming together, it's also healing, again, your health. And it's the card of Sagittarius, which, again, Sagittarius was the sign that prompted all of these mid-month readings, which is pretty darn cool. Okay, so let's clarify your kindness physical body oracle card that we have here. Scorpio. This would make a lot of sense too if we're applying it to why do I keep saying last month? Oh my gosh, to the beginning of this month's reading, because of the fact that we at the end had that lone wolf conversation. You know. Excuse me. Oop. I just dropped a piece of candy. I don't know why I feel like eating this. I know it's bad. I don't usually eat chocolate. I can't really because I have an illness that doesn't really promote sugar. But for some reason I feel like right now I feel like I'm low on sugar. So that's why I'm eating it. Okay? Okay. Oops. Whatever. All right, guys. Scorpio. Excuse me. Okay. We're gonna do 4 for this one too. Ooh. Wow, as I say 4 card comes out. First card you have, guys, is the 7 of Scrolls, which is the 7 of, oh wow, this is freaking weird. What was I saying about the lone wolf thing? 7 of Scrolls is basically that kind of energy. It's the 7 of Swords in traditional tarot. It's kind of running away from things, running away from your... I think Gemini got this card too, actually. Running away. Wow. From your heart. The Lion. And how do I know that that's true? Because we have the Strength card next. There's strength in the vulnerability. That is where ultimate strength actually is. And the next card is the 4 of Stones, which is the 4 of Pentacles. This is being, honestly, kind of greedy. A little bit selfish. You know? It's kind of selfish energy. I think Gemini got this too, though. Wow. Upright. The 4 of Pentacles is possessiveness. Blocking a change. Reversed. It's like just greediness. So I feel like some of you, and it's not because you're a mean person. Nothing in this world is black and white, okay? First of all. But I feel like some of you, more than anything, appear this way. Appear selfish to others in some way because you're trying to protect yourself. Look at this. But there's a part of you that's calling to you. You're coming into integration. Your destiny is like calling to you. This is a turning point, your personal vision for your life. And it's in your heart. Your personal vision is within your heart. And if you have anything within you, any wounds, core wounds from your foundations or from a father figure even, you need to figure those out. Go within and release them. Wow, it's really interesting too that this is a tree, kindness, and this is the Emperor in this deck is the tree because it's your security, your foundations, your solidity. How solid are you as a person? I don't know why I feel like I need to do one more. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Yep, the world. So there's going to be a turning point here in the rest of this month where your inner self is going to let you know, is letting you know your personal vision. Your heart is going to let you know your personal vision. And then you are going to be this, where you are integrated. You're coming into this fulfillment, and you're going to accomplish the dreams that you have. Look at that. You're going to move forward. The Chariot. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, queso cheese. Okay. So, now let's clarify your spirit card. Spirit card. Have you felt overburdened? Scorpio, 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 end of December. And I don't know why I kept hearing this too, by the way. End of December just reminded me of it. Is remember, the 5th of November. So some of you literally might have birthdays on the 5th of November. One of my brothers is on the 4th, and the other brother I have is on the 3rd. So interesting, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh. Look at that. Wow, the Hierophant wanted to come out again. Look at that. It knocked those out of the way. So literally, this is crazy because oh my God, I keep saying it, the beginning of this month's reading, the Hierophant came out a lot, and we discussed the fact that there may be a Taurus in spirit guiding you, okay? And it looks like for some of you, that's still the case, and they're still coming through here. And for those of you that it's not that, what this says to me is that because of a belief system you were raised with, or a belief system that you built up over the years, tradition or whatever within your environment, maybe you felt so different from the people you were surrounded by that you felt orphaned or left out in the cold in some way. Maybe they made you feel strange or something like that. Whatever the case may be, this tells me that you felt singled out. Wow, and I just heard, have you guys heard of Chevelle? Well, I haven't heard this song in years, but when I just said singled out for that, I started hearing the song The Red, and I started hearing they say freak when you're singled out. The red, well, it filters through. Okay. Oh. What? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm downloading everything. Okay, 8 of Swords. Because of this traditional thing, because of the fact that you felt restricted in some way and confused, blindfolded, with just a bunch of swords surrounding you, you felt bound by this belief or by this system or structure that you were raised in. You have totally put walls up, for sure. You've put walls up. And again, it could have been a cycle that maybe your family has been nonstop going through or repeating. And you've seen the truth of the matter, I feel like, for some of you. You've seen the truth of the matter because, again, we have here the awareness card that I pulled. For some reason, I felt like I needed to pull. And also, yeah, inner awareness. And look at how it's in a spiral, which represents cycles to me, life cycles. Huh. You saw the truth from the start. And therefore, you kind of got pissed off, okay? And then you got sad that nothing was changing. And then maybe you forgot yourself by burying yourself in a bunch of armor. Who did I hear it for? I think it was actually, I did some readings. I did 2 readings for January that they're not public yet, but I'm pretty sure it was actually Taurus that I was hearing the song. Was it Taurus? I was hearing the song Mercy. Or maybe it was Capricorn. Whatever. Regardless, I was hearing the song Mercy by Jewel. And what this reminds me of, putting armor around yourself that's so heavy, it reminds me of, what is it? The lyric that goes, when your own armor starts killing you because it's causing you to sink beneath its weight, have mercy. Yeah, that's what it is. Didn't I say too, one of the lyrics I was hearing from Band of Horses in the beginning, and also horses, by the way, always remind me of stability because they're like a stable animal. They feel they're strong. You're riding on a stable being that has 4 legs, very stable. So yeah, but Band of Horses, it was that head above the water and pushed under again, right? But possibly your own hand could be the one pushing you at this point. So you just got 2 cards. Hold on. I don't feel like they're right, actually. I gotta go with what I feel, right? If they come out again, that they're meant to be. 2 more for Scorpio, please, to clarify this. Okay. Why did they get the orphan card? Or you felt blindsided maybe by something that happened in your youth. That could be it totally as well. Yeah, I was just going to say, you felt blindsided by something, so you blocked off your vulnerable feelings, your emotions, and look what you got the flip just now. The 2 of Swords, which is avoiding your emotions. It's blocked emotions, blocked intuition, sitting at a stalemate. So you feel stuck, some of you. Oh. And we have the Knight of Cups here. What you need to do is go into introspection, find yourself again, find your heart, pull it out, go down into yourself, and pull yourself out of the mud. Bring yourself back to yourself. Bring yourself back home. Find your imagination and your sensitive feelings again. I feel like I need to pull one more. I'm sorry, but I do. One more final card for Scorpio. Please, one more final card for Scorpio. The rest of December. Oh. No. No. That's not it. Scorpio. Okay, what just freaking flipped there? Oh, and it's hiding. Interesting, isn't that? Eight of Pentacles. This is like having knowledge because you're diligent, you're really detail oriented, you know, on whatever it is that you're building. I feel like I saw a movie recently on Netflix. I don't remember what it is. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments. But something that I kept hearing in it that they were saying, somebody said, was the difference between winning and losing is in the details. So that just came to me because of this. And that's very true if you really think about it. So this is 8, and that is the house that Scorpio is in. You're the 8th house, and the 8th house is the house of death and rebirth. So you are totally being reborn. And if you feel this way, I'm going to say it's something you need to look within you about repairing, about healing from, about releasing. Because I feel like some of you out there have quite a lot of pentacles that are somewhat broken within you, or that are dirty or something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find metaphors here. That are dirty within you and that are heavy because they're full of mud. And it's time to release them, to let them go, to allow yourself to be vulnerable so that you can come into balance, into harmony, into happiness. And when you go within, find your inner awareness, your inner child, you find your strength again. You're no longer seen as this because this is not who you are anyway. You're not holding on to anything. Why would you hide anything? I mean, look at the chest here. It's a treasure chest. That's what I feel like you've bound your heart in. For some of you, obviously. But then it's like Spirit's telling you there's a turning point right here. Like you're having a turning point right now, and it's destined. Because your soul needs you to fulfill something. You have a destiny that needs to be fulfilled here in this life, as we all do. But this is very strongly coming through for you right now. Oh yeah. So another thing I was hearing was right here, right now. The time is now. What was the other thing about time? Oh yeah, for Sagittarius, this might apply for you. For Sagittarius, I remembered saying and hearing for them that I kept thinking about the phrase spending time, and how spending, we normally use that word only for, the only other thing we use it for is when we say spending of money. And so that's clearly spending time is a currency. Time is a currency. Your time is a valuable currency that you should do everything in your power to use wisely, to spend wisely, and to pay attention to who you give that time to and what you give the time to. Because we don't know how much of that time we're allotted in this life at all. We don't have any idea. Nobody actually can tell us. Nobody. No doctor can tell us. Only we can go within to kind of figure that out, okay? But we don't know. And the thing too is, not only do we need to be wise about our own time spent and use it toward spiritual healing and enlightenment, But we have to be aware. Look at this, the magician. Huh? We have to be aware that we can make our life anything we want if we have the right mind and we have a clear, not heavy heart. A light heart, okay? That we can do anything we want with our lives. We can literally create magic, which is why I'm going to title this, Do You Believe in Magic? I literally made the thumbnail for this before doing the video. I swear to you. I'm going to prove it to you right now because I feel like I have to. Right here, right now. I wonder, can you see this, guys? Hold on. So, yeah. Oh, man. It's time to reprogram the mind. Test your spirit. Test the health of your mind by clearing your preconceived notions. What do you expect out of life? Are you fearful? Do you expect the worst? Because if you expect the worst, you may receive the worst. Oh my gosh, we're already at 56 minutes. You know who I was listening to? I guess there's no more cards meant, but this kept showing up at the bottom of the deck though. And the Empress is all about nurturing, mothering energy, nature, art, harmony. So clearly some of you out there, especially since it's on the bottom of the deck for this, need to build upon nurturing yourself again, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, and that's a thing for sure. I'm definitely one of those people as well. I haven't known how to nurture myself, and I'm learning. I'm still learning, and that's okay. Oh, yeah. And that's probably where the bottom of the deck, daily practice, comes in as well. So practice. It's practicing nurturing yourself, practicing taking care of this child, this inner child that you know is within you, that you need to get back home to this inner child, which exists in your heart always. Because if you think about it, when's the last time you connected to that inner child? To your heart, rather. It's when you were a child, when you could be vulnerable. But some of you may have cut that vulnerability off pretty early on. Anyway, we got a lot of cards here. Was I going to say something before this? I feel like I was. Ugh, whatever. So, my favorite part. We are going to shuffle for your animal totem. So, Scorpio. This is an animal to keep your eyes and ears peeled for the rest of this month. And when you see or hear this animal anywhere that you do, movies, magazines, in the clouds, this creature and the symbolism of it, the archetype of it, has a message for you. Ooh, look at what just fell. Has a message for you in regards to whatever your thought was before seeing this creature, okay? What is the animal totem for Scorpio for the rest of this month? Oh my goodness. The heck? What the heck? That was weird. Okay. Scorpio? Are you kidding me? Look at that. Man, the wolf wants to show itself again. That's pretty damn cool. Ooh. The deer. I was just reading the symbolism. I feel this is definitely for you. Wow. Wow, Scorpio. So, honestly, Oh my god. This wanted to come out before, but I put it back because there were so many cards that fell out. But look, the wolf is wanting this totem to come out again. So thank you, wolf. We're going to listen to your advice. And I'm only not taking the wolf because we had it last month, but these animals are very, very powerful animals. And the wolf is clearly what wanted this to come out, because the cards that flipped that made me look at this on the top of those was the wolf, okay? So the first one you got is the deer. And I'm going to put this here if you want to screenshot it. Okay, so the symbolism of the deer. Just like I said, inner awareness, your instinctual energy, independence, and regeneration. Graceful, swift, and elusive, the deer has symbolized the powers in nature that are not easily subdued. A deer's antlers, which are shed and regrown each year, are specifically associated with regeneration and renewal. A swift deer with golden antlers was sacred to the Greek goddess Artemis, whose realm encompassed the wilderness and instinctual untamed things. A deer is also a symbol that summons individuals to a calling or a journey. What did I say at the beginning of this? There's a destiny for you that is a bigger destiny. Oh my God, somebody out here, you have a very, very important destiny in this lifetime that needs to come full circle, okay? Come to fulfillment. Wow. Where was I? Wow, a deer is also a symbol that summons individuals to a calling or journey. It has frequently appeared in legends and myths as a creature that lures a hunter or a knight into the wilderness. In the legend of King Arthur, a deer leads Sir Gawain into the wood to begin his adventures. What? Okay, guys. Yeah. Remember what I was saying, that you got to go in and pull it out? Well, clearly, that could represent the wilderness in you, beginning your adventures by going inside to that place that maybe you've been afraid to go to, but that your dreams, clearly based on the beginning of the month's reading, your dreams are clearly telling you something. So the second animal you got is the rabbit. And here's this, if you want to screenshot the meaning. The symbolism of the rabbit. Exactly. Power, heroism, abundance, seasons, and cycles of life. In the Chinese zodiac, the rabbit is the most propitious sign. Those born under the rabbit are thought to have considerable power. Scorpio. In many cultures, the rabbit is a lunar creature with feminine energies whose outline can be seen in the face of the full moon. Many Native American exactly, that's the other thing about vulnerability and your emotions, your moon sign. So if some of you are Scorpio moons, then this definitely applies for you too. But also those of you that are not, I would definitely recommend checking out your moon sign. It'll help you understand your emotions and your subconscious a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back into it. Sorry this is so long, by the way. I just really felt these messages had to come through. So, in many cultures, the rabbit is a lunar creature with feminine energies whose outline can be seen in the face of the full moon. Many Native American rabbit myths tell of the hare returning the sun to the sky. Oh my God. Look at the sun. Returning the sun to the sky and restoring warmth. The patterns of day and night and the seasons and prosperity. The rabbit in this painting is Kaltas, a moon goddess venerated by the Ugric peoples of western Siberia. Although this goddess can assume many forms, the hare is sacred to her. Wow. Wow, and there is a lion right there too. Yeah, guys, that's really awesome. Look at these, both have moons in them, the paintings as well. And they're both pretty swift creatures, right? There may have been something that happened with you. When was it? Yeah, in July. Maybe July 8th. I had something happen in regards to a deer. It's definitely a turning point in my life and a major sign from the universe. So perhaps July has some significance for some of you. Whoever I'm connecting to, because like I said, this is the web of life. We're all intertwined in some way. And when we go on any path where we're following our heart or soul or our inkling, our intuition, well, it leads us to what's seeking us. What you seek is seeking you. You understand? You understand? Okay, guys, I know this is really long, so I'm going to end it here. I really hope this helped you guys, whoever I connected to. Let me know if this resonated with you and if it has helped you understand some things, putting some pieces of the puzzle together in regards to mind, body, and soul. Love you guys very much. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me or leave it in the comments, and I will answer you as soon as possible. I'm going to try and finish more readings right now as well, so if I don't answer right away, that's why. I'm also not feeling very well today, unfortunately. Hopefully I feel better soon. Anyway, love you guys very much. If you would like a personal reading as well, my email is ariatruth@gmail.com, ariatruth@gmail.com. It's also written in the description box below, as are all of these decks that I used here today, okay? So they'll be listed in the description box. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of December. Also, since we got so much about resurrection and rebirth, I said in Gemini's reading that I kept hearing this song, Once Upon a December. I may have even said that in Sagittarius's reading. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up saying it in everybody's. But it's from the movie Anastasia. And the name Anastasia means resurrection. So that may have some significance for some of you. I don't know why I felt prompted to say that now. But yeah, so if you feel prompted to listen to that song, I'm going to leave, that's another thing, is in the description or in the comments, I'm going to leave the links to the songs that I mentioned earlier, as well as the Anastasia song. You don't have to listen to them, but if you feel like it, do that, because they may have something that sparks something up in you, okay? All right, anyway, love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of December. Beautiful January. The January videos will be up soon. And I'll see you then. I'll see you next year. Love you. Bye.